Well, let's get started on the next part of the story then, shall we? See where we're going. You have an interstellar message. Please check it promptly. Okay. Also, what is the... Where's the freaking Oh yeah, missions. Homecoming. The war dance.
That's a serious expression you've got there. Did something catch your attention? I mean no harm. I'm just visiting. The older gentleman with glasses was also giving me some very subtle looks. Has there been a misunderstanding of some kind? Do you always tell people ahead of time before you pay them a visit?
Yes.
I see. It's just a cultural difference. Punk Lord doesn't have this custom, and the Stellaron hunters don't generally observe this kind of tradition either. Isn't it often the case in movies that a guy comes home and turns on the lights, only to find someone sitting on the sofa waiting for him? Kafka and Blade both like to do that, and Sam won't even give the guy a chance to turn on the lights.
Okay.
But that's not my style. I will take the initiative to say hello before the other person enters the room. You see, I'm treating you quite well.
Anyone else? Oh.
Trailblazer? I got this for you.
What did you get me?
While I was away, I stopped by the Looking Bronze and had got your fortune for today. Royue, the owner, said these sparkling stones were your lucky charms, so I brought them back for you. They'll bring you good fortune.
So some Stalagades.
Hope you have good luck. As a cursed one, I've always been unlucky. But recently, I've started to feel like there's more to fortune than meets the eye. On the first day we met, I was really unlucky. Fixtral Garden was haunted, Tail disappeared. Do you remember?
Oh, I do.
But it was also the same day I met you and got to know the ghost hunting squad. That must be a sign of good luck, I suppose. Bad luck and good luck, all mixed together. Funny when you think about it, right?
She did sound a little different. Have I got new sounds? I do not. What is this? You have an interstellar message. Please check it promptly.
Phew.
What's that, Pom-Pom?
Just got a message from the Xianzhou La Fu. Looks like it'll conflict with our original schedule.
It's been a while, my friends on the Astral Express. How's your trailblazing expedition going? Soon, the Xianzhou Luofu will be holding the Luminary War Dance. Those who have aided the Luofu in overcoming the crisis are cherished allies of the Xianzhou. Thus, on behalf of the Seat of Divine Foresight, I'm extending an invitation to attend the ceremony. Your presence would be greatly appreciated.
Well, things are getting lively. We've barely recovered from the family's Charmony Festival, and we're already being invited to another special event.
Trailblazing is all about having fun. I'm still recovering from the trauma caused by the last festivity.
Yeah, me too. But wait, won't it look unprofessional if we attend 2 ceremonies in a row? Aren't we supposed to be focused on restoring astral charts and doing some serious scientific exploration?
So we should leave March behind to take care of the Express?
She won't like that.
Hey, that's not what I meant. I'm all for some fun. I just hope there won't be any surprise party crashers, like Friday or Saturday.
What a nice joke.
The Xianzhou Luofu has recently overcome a crisis. By holding the war dance, they're demonstrating to everyone that they've returned to a state of peace and safety.
But that's what everyone said before we went to Penacony. You'll be totally safe under the family's protection.
They did say that.
No need to worry. The war dance is not like the Charmony Festival with all its hidden secrets. It's just a festival to honor the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud Knights, who fought against the abominations of abundance and protected the Xianzhou ships. Aside from star skiff performances, it's mostly martial contests. Nothing too different from the Taiki and Roboball contest we've seen before.
Well, I've not seen those.
What do you think, Himiko? Since we've accepted Miss Black Swan's proposal, we should probably head to Amphorius for refueling.
There's certainly no rush. This trailblazing expedition is quite unique, and the Express needs to be fully stocked and prepared before moving on to the next stop. With Madame Herta's help, I was planning to deliver some Leviathan fossils from Kalinga Abyss to Ron May, member 81 of the Genius Society. It could earn us some favors before we set off. However, it may take a few weeks.
Oh, I don't get why she had to specify her number and who she is when we've met her before.
Aw, so that means we're not going to the Luofu.
Being an adult means maintaining relationships, whether we like it or not, March. Since we've been invited, it's only right for the Astral Express to attend the ceremony. So, here's the plan. Pom Pom will take everyone to the Xianzhou Luofu. Mr. Yang and I will meet up with Ron May and fulfill our promise. Meanwhile, you, March, and Don Hung will represent the Express and attend the war dance.
Woo!
What do you two think?
Sounds great. Let's split into groups. I want to play with the Leviathan fossils too.
I don't hear any objections.
Now that everyone's on board with the plan, it's time to warp to the Xianzhou Luofu.
And yet, in technicality, I'm already there. Oh, actually, according to this, we're just in the middle of space. Optional, discuss the travel plan with the other members of the Express. Discuss travel plans with March 7th and Dan Heng. Well, let's talk to the optional crew members first.
Kalinga Abyss. What does she expect to find there? Current research on the Leviathan merely proves how little we know about such life forms.
That's why geniuses are interested in that field. Science is all about uncovering the unknown.
The conversation between the two adults brims with complex jargon. Oh, great. Give me a sec. Actually, I can't even do that this time. That's not fair. I'll read it when I've finished recording.
Don't miss us too much. If I stumble upon some cool Leviathan fossils, I'll bring a few back as souvenirs for you.
That's gonna get annoying.
Himeko really knows how to convince people. Between Leviathan fossils and the war dance, the latter definitely sounds more fun. By the way, Danheng, this time you'll be taking a stroll with us on the Lafu, right?
Yep.
And just let you two wander around aimlessly on the Luofu by yourselves? I don't think so. Plus, Mr. Yang is right. The Ambrosial Arbor crisis just ended, and both the long life and short life species are still feeling uneasy. And that's why Jing Yuan wants to organize the war dance, to show that the Xianzhou Luofu is stable and safe. And since he has extended an invitation, it's only right that I visit my old friend.
Off we pop.
Coming back to this place brings back so many memories, you know?
So here's something for all of you. A poem by March 7th. What memories? Care to spill the details?
Hey, I'm not actually gonna recite a poem. I was just thinking about all the twists and turns we went through when we first arrived on the Xianzhou. This time, we're not being forced or enticed or chasing after wanted criminals. And we didn't have to sneak in through the cargo dock. This trip has been incredibly smooth. Quite unusual, I must say.
Definitely unusual. We're so easily pleased. I actually feel sorry for us. Oh, come on, don't jinx us.
I'm just hoping for the best. You're the one jinxing us.
Oh, sure. Yangjing. Just got to Starskiff Haven. Okay.
Is the Starskiff Haven always this crowded? Oh, there's so many people here. I can barely hear anything.
Yanqing said General Jingyuan sent him to welcome us, but where is he?
Let's wait for him in front of the loom. It's the most prominent landmark on the dock.
Also, let's change my line up. It's okay, you can go away for a bit.
Hey, you guys! Hold on a moment.
Perpetuatorist.
Did they just call us? Look at their outfits. They're from Penacony, right?
Are you familiar with the Xianzhou Luofu?
We know a little bit about it. What do you need?
We're from Penacony. Maybe you've heard of it. We came to this ship to gather interesting materials for making dream bubbles.
Oh, we just left there. Oh, talk about coincidence.
That sounds like an event I was just doing as well.
That's great. Do you know any must-see attractions on the Luofu?
Why don't you ask the locals? You've come to the right people.
We did, but the locals were all like, come on, there's nothing worth seeing on the Luofu. It's so boring here.
Ha! Can't blame them. If someone asked me what's there to see on Penacony, I'd probably struggle to answer too.
But there's loads to see in Penacona.
That's why we're asking fellow tourists.
Fixed Row Garden's pretty cool. And spooky.
Most of the tourists around at the moment are here to attend the war dance. And that's why we're here too.
Yeah, we know about that ceremony. But isn't the fighting ring still closed?
I've heard the ring was actually converted from a huge decommissioned Lafu fighter jet.
Ooh. So it's even larger than a regular starskiff. So it's even bigger than the Radiant Feldspar.
The Radiant Feldspar is bigger, I guess.
But for now, all we can do is wait until the war dance starts in a few weeks, before we can board it. We've still got work to do, so we can't just sit around waiting for it to start. That's why we're asking you about some must-see attractions.
Because it's obvious that it'd be bigger than a starskiff. Come on now.
We're looking for unique experiences that you won't find on Penacony. Our clients love these kinds of dream bubbles the most.
You're the expert here. Give them some suggestions.
Uh-oh. Why not visit Aram Alley? Why not visit Fixstraw Garden? Let's go. Oh, that is actually a really nice place. The Umbrosa Alley. Which one?
That's indeed a good idea. While the dreamscape on Penacony is all artificial, Scale Gorge Waterscape is a celebration of nature's resurgence. It has some remarkable scenery.
Awesome! I love being out there in nature. Let's go to Scale Gorge Waterscape first.
I picked the right one. Unless, like, he just says okay to them all.
I'm a bit worried that nature-themed dream bubbles might be outdated. But hey, let's go check it out anyway.
See you later. Maybe we'll run into each other there in a few days.
Look, Yanqing's here.
Really? Let's go catch up with him.
Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do.
There you are. Everyone, this way.
Oh, he's over there. I forgot that I've got so many side quests to finish.
Hey, everyone. It's been a while.
Well, it doesn't feel like it's been that long since we last saw you. But, Yanqing, are you?
Is he what?
What's up, Miss March?
They say kids grow up really fast. Yanqing, are you a little bit taller than before?
Is he Ek?
We've only been away for a few months.
Long time no see.
It's been a while.
Oh, you've come along too, Mr. Danheng. Sorry for the delay. With the upcoming war dance and the Starskiff Haven being so busy, things are a little hectic.
Seriously, I've never seen the Lafu so lively before.
I was a bit worried that holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be too soon. But seeing the bustling Starskiff Haven, I understand why General Jing Yuan chose this timing.
Yep. There's people from other delves and travelers like you three who've come from afar. With the war dance coming up, there's a huge number of visitors pouring into the Starskiff Haven. The Cloud Knights are working hard to keep the security tight. The General said this ceremony would help the Xianzhou Lafu recover from the crisis. It's a way to showcase our martial spirit, reassure people, boost morale, and attract visitors from other planets to promote trade and peace. By the way, the Xianzhou Alliance places great importance on this ceremony too. The Xianzhou ships, the Zhuming and the Yaoqing, have both sent messengers to offer their blessings.
we've heard about Zooming before, but I've not heard much about this one. Although, actually, we've probably heard them both. It's been a while.
Yeah, the Xianzhou Yaoqing is a major force in hunting down abominations, and is always engaged in conflicts across the cosmos. Although it's a member of the Xianzhou Alliance, I don't know much about it. But Madame Yukong from the Skyfaring Commission mentioned that the Yaoqing always sends back reports of great victories, which is quite impressive. I heard General Fei Xiao of the Yaoqing is a young and dauntless lady. My peers say that she's like a goddess of war, capable of crushing dozens of abominations with a single punch. I wonder if it's true. If only I could witness her prowess with my own eyes.
By the way, Yanqing, where are we headed next?
I'm sorry for talking your ear off. The General wants to catch up with you at the Palace of Astrum. He's been eager to hear about how the Express has been doing.
It's funny how he tries to act all mature, but whenever it comes to something he's interested in, you can really see his childish side.
Well, you're pretty much the same in that regard. That is true. You can't say anything much. Also, I should have just started doing the auto continue, because I keep accidentally skipping when there's animation going on. Not that it's that much of an issue, but it bothers me personally. So I'm going to try and stop doing that.
I agree.
Oh?
All units, assemble quickly! Get ready to protect the crowd!
Just mentioned security, and now all of a sudden something's gone wrong. Excuse me, I need to go check out the situation.
You're just as jinxed as March. It's like whatever you fear will happen, happens.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
We'll go with you.
Protect the civilians. I'll deal with him.
Oh, we're playing as him. Enemies with this mark can enter the Moon Rage state. After enemies use attacks, apply 1 stack of Bloodlust to enemy units that can trigger Moon Rage. When Bloodlust reaches a certain number of stacks, the unit enters the Moon Rage state. At the same time, a Moon Rage countdown appears on the action order. When the countdown's turn begins, Moon Rage is dispelled across all enemy units. Okay.
Borison? Why are there Borison here? This ends now.
This ends now.
Time for a buzz.
Say bye to breathing.
Oh, new enemy, so let's go normal speed.
Savor the vigor of it. Relax.
Stay in step. Let's improvise.
This combat needs optimizing. At this speed, too slow.
Not bad. Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Great teamwork.
You took the bait just like that.
Yes, I did.
Time for a buzz.
That breathing sensation. Look.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Stand still.
Dreams do come true.
Oh man.
The The mood is set just right. Let the show begin!
Ta-da!
That hurt.
You took the bait just like that. Time for a buzz.
Oh, nice. Love a good super break.
May as well kill them all. This won't take long.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Great teamwork.
Sure.
It's my turn.
Relax.
Oh, that middle one keeps recovering its health, I think.
You took the bait just like that. Time for a buzz. At this speed, too slow.
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Naughty children, savor the vigor of it.
There we go.
Not good. Thanks for the help.
Sorry, no time to chat. Could you give me back my...
She stole your sword.
Wait, my sword! Let's just get down to business first. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we'll have to put our plans on hold for now. I need to find out what's going on.
Okay.
While we appreciate your rescue, my Cianjo friends, don't you think it's a bit too much to detain us and our cargo?
Sorry, but we've been ordered to detain you and your cargo for inspection until we figure out the source of the attack. Once we're done with the formalities, we'll let you and your cargo go.
Oh, but this shipment isn't even meant for the Lafu, and it's IPC's patented technology. Who do you think you are to conduct an inspection?
According to the protocol, all cargo arriving on the Lafu must go through inspection.
Oh, but we didn't officially enter your dock at all. We just sought refuge in your dock because we were attacked by the Borisons.
Looks like this argument could go on forever. Let's not get involved in a heated dispute that won't lead to a resolution.
How dare you detain our ship? Who do you think you are?
Oh, is that it? You're not going to say anything else? Okay.
Who's in charge here? I need some answers.
It's my fault. We let our guard down for a moment. I take full responsibility.
With the war dam's approaching, safety should be a top priority. Now, tell me, How did Borison prisoners end up in Starskiff Haven? According to the protocol, Borison prisoners should be held on a Starskiff and taken directly to the shackling prison under strict supervision without ever touching the ground. Who allowed a prisoner transport ship to dock at the passenger terminal?
Please don't blame this captain. This incident involves the Zhu Ming's diplomatic vessel.
Who are you?
I'm Liu Jun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yanqing. The situation unfolded rapidly, and it shouldn't be held against the captain. Here's what happened. An IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borison just before arriving, and the Zhu Ming's diplomatic vessel came to the rescue. They fought off the Borison pirates and imprisoned them on their ship.
Why do we feel like he's going to be like a 4-star character at some point?
So, an IPC ship was attacked by the Borison near the Luofu, and the Zhu Ming envoys saved them? This sounds complicated.
Honestly, it gives me a headache too. The Zhu Ming diplomatic ship, adhering to standard procedure, docked at the passenger terminal to hand these criminals over to the Luofu. You know, with all the outsiders flooding onto the Luofu, the Starskiff lanes are under immense pressure. The Borison desperados decided to put up a fight before the prisoner transport Starskiff could get there. And that's what you just witnessed.
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent to the shackling prison as soon as possible.
I see. It's an unusual situation indeed. I'll report it to the security department of the Realm Keeping Commission and ask for their cooperation in handling the aftermath. Maybe I should gather more details from others so that the Seat of Divine Foresight can have a better understanding of the situation.
Cloud Knight's calm. The crowd then dispersed and the street was restored to its peaceful state.
You look much maturer now, Yanqing.
Please don't tease me, Miss March. The situation on the Xianzhou before the war dance is like a calm lake that can be disturbed by even the smallest pebble, capable of generating far-reaching ripples with even the slightest disturbance.
What are those people? I mean, those monsters we just dealt with?
I know, they're kobolds, right? Did you call them the Borison? The hell are kobolds?
Yeah, those werewolf monsters are known as Borison. They are abominations of abundance, and we've been fighting them for a very long time. The Borison have been a powerful force for a long time, plundering and enslaving many worlds. The threat they pose is just as terrible as the Swarm disaster, and the Alliance even had a fierce war with them 3 decades ago. Their presence has faded over the years, but who would have thought?
According to that officer, they attacked an IPC ship near the Shenzhou Luofu. Such a brazen attack seems quite unusual to me.
Yeah, that's what I find strange too. It seems like the IPC and the Borison have some serious grudges. Well, enough with the chit-chat. The General wants me to take you to the Palace of Astrum. I'd love to chit-chat a little longer, but there are some things that can't be left unchecked.
Is it a serious matter? Maybe you'll need our help in hunting down the Borison?
Thank you, but it's no big deal. By the way, that young lady who just appeared, she took my sword. I'm thinking of filing a lost property report at the Realm Keeping Commission to see if I can get it back.
I doubt she did it on purpose.
So when Cloud Knights get into trouble, they have to call the emergency services too. You go file the report, and I go fetch the popcorn. It's going to be quite the show.
Perhaps she's around here somewhere. Shouldn't we take a look?
All right, let's not keep the General waiting.
Don't worry. There aren't many people out there with that kind of talent. It shouldn't be too hard to find her.
sure are a lot of troublemakers around.
Oh, he's a villain. Woo!
Success and failure.
Off to the palace.
It's been a long journey, Elder Hwyan. Thank you for your presence.
Don't mention it. Thank you for taking the time to welcome me.
General, I brought our guests from the Express. Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing. I didn't know you were meeting a guest, General.
Don't worry, you're just in time. It's been a while, my friends from the Astral Express.
How's everything going, General? I dreamed about you on Penacona. Did you miss us?
Oh. Well, it's an honor to be in your dreams, my friend. Allow me to introduce you to General Hwyan. He's the Arbiter General of the Xianzhou Zhuming, known as the Flaming Heart.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a tourist here, no different from other tourists who've come to attend the ceremony.
Elder Hwyan is not only one of the Arbiter Generals, but also the Furnace Master of the Artisanship Commission. Besides his martial skills, he excels in forging various weapons. Such talents are unique, even among the Arbiter Generals.
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me long ago. I've retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances, the Marshal has called me back to duty, and I had no choice but to answer the call. Well, in the end, I'm to blame. Living such a long life naturally brings its share of disapproval.
It's an honor to meet you, General Hwyan.
It's my honor to meet you, General Hwyan.
Glad to meet you, General. I'm so casual.
No need to be all formal. Today I'm just a guest on the Luofu, the same as all of you. So, these three are the ones you mentioned, Jingyuin? The heroes who helped you with the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Indeed. There's Don Hung, March 7th, and him. Without their help, I'm afraid the Luofu might not have easily overcome this crisis.
So, the Imbibitor Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Luofu and will attend the war dance. I'd love to have a drink with you should the chance present itself.
You're more than welcome, General Hwyan.
And this young friend is?
Yanqing, my apprentice. He remains by my side as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope will season him with experience. He will stand for the Luofu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming war dance, ready to take on all kinds of challenges.
Great, great! It's a real treat to see so many talented young people around here today. Oh, I almost forgot. This is my apprentice, Yoon Lee.
It's you!
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Oh, you two already know each other? Guess we don't need any introductions then.
So she's the apprentice of the... What was it? The Zhuming? The other one? Xianzhou Zhuming? I can't remember the third one. because it might have been that one. I got it wrong. Knowing me.
What a coincidence! I was afraid I'd have trouble finding this girl.
Oh? Now you've piqued my curiosity. Tell me, how did you two become acquainted?
She helped me capture the escaped Borison prisoners at the Starskiff Haven. Allow me to express my gratitude for you. But when you left, you took my flying sword with you.
Your flying sword? Oh, so that's why I found a dagger in my bag. Turns out it's yours.
Yes, it is. Now that we've met again, I hope...
Nope, that won't do.
Won't do?
You want your sword back, right? Well, you can't just take it back. On the Juming, when you lose your sword on the battlefield, you have to reclaim it on the battlefield.
Yeah, I was right.
As for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borison prisoner. But unfortunately, its owner's agitated state caused it to fly off like a kite with a broken string, and it missed its target.
Yeah, it was the zooming. I was right.
By the way, if I hadn't caught it and helped it hit its mark, that Borison prisoner would have gotten away.
Hold on a sec, Yunli. You took my sword without even asking, and now you're refusing to give it back?
So much for Lafu's swordmasters.
What did you just say?
Ooh.
If you just stepped up and took your sword back from me fair and square, I would have totally respected you. But nope, you tried to play it down, expecting me to just hand it back to you like it's nothing. In front of everyone. With all due respect, you don't honor your sword, so you don't deserve it.
Hasn't anyone told you that taking without asking is stealing? If you want to settle this with swords, fine. Let's have a one-on-one duel right now.
Yanqing.
Well, that's more like it. Just be careful, because I'm not as easy to handle as the Borison.
You two, be quiet and apologize to Yanqing.
Hey! Whose side are you on, Grandpa?
I don't take sides.
It's a small misunderstanding, and an apology would be too much. I've heard about the Zhu Ming's incredible swordplay and craftsmanship. Most notably, the legendary Flame Wheel Octet. Seeing Miss Yunli, who is among those ranks today, well, I must say, she definitely has that fiery edge.
Such grandiose names. Some folks love to spin these fancy titles, trying to set the Cloud Knights apart. Yunli is still just a young girl, a bit awkward and hot-tempered. So please forgive her if she's being rude.
Well, everyone, Elder Huayan and I have some business to discuss. For now, Yanqing, why don't you entertain our guests and take Miss Yunli to the inn? I'll find another chance to talk with you all. I'd like to express my gratitude to the Astral Express for helping the Luofu during the crisis.
That's so kind of you. I mean, you've already thanked us so many times.
Please forgive me for coming at an inconvenient time.
You needn't apologize, General Huayan.
All right, Yunli. Take this opportunity to clear things up with Yanqing.
Yeah. It's better to make friends than enemies. But I won't be heading to the inn just yet. I want to visit Lingsha. She just arrived in the Luofu and could use some help settling in.
Yanqing, once you've helped our guests get settled, go to the Artisanship Commission for me. I've heard about the attack and the detainment of the IPC ship. Qingzu sent word that the IPC members are protesting and wish to have their cargo back. See if you can calm them down. Don't get aggressive. Just make it clear that the Xianzhou Luofu has no intention of violating their rights.
I'm on it.
This trip is totally worth it. Compared to the Juming, the Luofu is so much livelier. But it's a shame the Luofu swordmasters don't seem that great.
Glad to meet you, Miss William Lee. What's the flame wheel oct that the General spoke of? Aren't you coming with us?
That's how outsiders refer to my peers in the Juming Cloud Knights and the Artisanship Commission. We all train under Grandpa's guidance, learning the art of craftsmanship and swordplay. That's how we got that title, I guess. Just don't mention it in front of Grandpa. He always says that empty titles bring pointless challenges and conflicts. We Juming swordmasters pride ourselves on the success of the group over the individual. Glad to meet you too. Are you here to participate in the war dance?
I'm just a tourist attending the ceremony. Can outsiders participate in the war dance as well?
Of course. To honor martial arts, the Cloud Knight's ring is always open to outsiders. If you can defeat the ringmaster selected by the Xianzhou, you'll not only win rewards and prizes, but also be making a name for yourself. Sounds tempting, doesn't it? I have some things to do. Besides, little Yanqing doesn't seem too happy about me tagging along.
He shouldn't have said you stole his sword, but you did take his sword.
Yeah, you're right. I took it with my skills. So I guess you can say I'm a robber or something. How dare he imply I'm a thief? Totally different. Besides, the sword seems scared of its own master. I'd like to ask him, you claim to cherish your sword as your life, yet you don't even recognize the state it's in right now? I didn't intend to keep his sword. I was planning to take this chance to return it to him. But now, I've changed my mind. I'll give that poor flying sword some proper maintenance. I won't consider returning the sword unless he learns how to say please, hello, thank you, and sorry. So he can forget about it for now.
You scratch your head, feeling a tingling sensation on your scalp at the thought of the impending troubles Yanqing will face. While you're distracted, the young girl has already wandered off on her own, her whereabouts unknown. She's a right little sassy one, isn't she?
I'm sorry for Yanqing's rudeness.
Not at all. Taunted by Yun Li like that, even a training dummy would be angry. You've taught your apprentice well. If it were me in my younger days, I'm afraid I'd have drawn my sword and fought. Yanqing can understand your concerns. On the other hand, Yun Li is still a naive girl who's only interested in swordplay. Honestly, I brought her here to participate in the war dance because I want to broaden her horizons.
Fair, fair.
Hey, Don Hung. I thought all the Xianzhou generals were like Jing Yuan. But that General Huaiyan, he looks so thin and scraggy, as if even a light breeze would knock him over. Is that old man really an Arbiter General?
Well, each Xianzhou ship has its own division and specialty within the Alliance. Not all of the Arbiter Generals are good at leading the charge. You heard what Jing Yuan said, right? General Huaiyan was once the head of all the skilled craftsmen on the Juming.
There appears to be more than meets the eye. Why does he look so old? Perhaps he's a robot.
Don't you find it strange? Do Xianzhou people age? I rarely see any old people on the Xianzhou ship. And when I do, they're usually travelers. But General Huayan looks like an ordinary old grandpa. Is he really a Xianzhou general?
Good question. He's right there. So why don't you ask him yourself?
Nah, I'd like to live a little longer.
We should leave. General Jing Yuan asked Yan Qing to entertain us, so obviously, he has important matters to discuss. Let's not waste any time here.
Oh, thank God. I thought it wasn't recording then. I nearly, like...
This is the report Qing Zhu just sent me. Let me take a look. Huh. Looks like the General has given me a tough challenge. He wants me to try and help put the IPC's mind at ease.
Is this some kind of test from the General?
Well, it's not exactly a test. As Cloud Knight officers, we not only learn the art of war and martial arts, but also occasionally have to handle diplomatic disputes. It's just, you know, talking things out isn't as straightforward as duking it out with weapons on the battlefield. This is especially true when you're up against the IPC, with their non-stop corporate babble. Well, let's not worry about that for now. Shall I take you to the inn?
Let's go! Not yet.
It is the Law Fu's honor to have you in attendance at the war dance. Yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing implies intentions beyond mere spectating. Might there be any specific instructions from the Marshal?
You're overthinking it, Jing Yuan. As I said, I'm here to broaden my granddaughter's horizons. I have no ulterior motives.
Well, he suddenly opened his eyes and started talking. Differently. There must be more to meet than meets the eye with him.
However, I have no clue what the Yaoqing Arbiter General has in mind. Do you remember when you accepted this position? I told you that an Arbiter General's battlefield goes beyond the physical one. You'll need to lead and manage everything on the Xianzhou. The title of Arbiter General holds a weight far greater than its literal meaning. So many years have passed, and you've done well. However, longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse. Living too long means that every mistake you made will lurk in the shadows. And one day, they'll eventually catch up to you. The Marshal knows everything that has happened on the Luofu. As for the Merlin's Claw of the Yaoqing,
The ins and outs of the Ambrosial Arbor disaster.
she has come specifically for you.
Dun dun dun! He's probably just squinting, right?
Speaking of which, why hasn't she arrived yet? They say the Merlin's Claw strikes like lightning. Being late isn't her style.
That's not true, General Huayan. She's been here a while, but I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature.
As soon as she disembarked from the star skiff,
She mentioned having something to attend to and simply disappeared.
You must be the messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing, I assume.
We are Jiaoqiu and Moza, retainers of the Merlin's Claw. It's an honor to meet you in person, Arbiter Generals.
Now this is interesting. A guest who doesn't come to visit but sends a message instead. What does she mean? Tell me, what could be more important to her than coming here?
Master heard about a spectacular view in Scale Gorge Waterscape. I believe she went there to enjoy it.
A spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Jingyuan? This person is being sarcastic.
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huaiyan. I was simply stating the truth. Master thought it would be inappropriate to keep you waiting, so she sent us here. Once she's finished with admiring the scenery, she'll personally come and apologize to the both of you.
Drat, I forgot to ask Yun Li to return my sword.
I'll go get it back for you. I don't think you'll ever get your sword back.
No need to bother. The Juming envoys won't be leaving the Luofu anytime soon. I'll ask for it later when we meet again. By the way, I don't know if it's just me, but the general seemed a little reserved. Could it be because of Elder Huaiyan's visit?
Reserved? Really?
Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
No, you're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou Juming was actually the Arbiter General himself. So, the messenger from the Xianzhou Yaoqing must be the Merlin's Claw herself, I presume.
That's right.
Well, that's what makes this entire thing so unusual.
What's so unusual about it? They simply received an invitation from Jingyuan, just like the crew, right?
The war dance is just a small festival. And now we have 2 Arbiter Generals from other Xianzhou ships here. I'm afraid they're here for something more. Maybe they've come to hold Jingyuan accountable for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the Luofu fall victim to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and the Antimatter Legion? Why would they blame the victim?
Donshu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the Alliance. Only a single piece of incontrovertible evidence remains, creating an endless source of potential complications.
The Ambrosial Arbor.
Yes. It's undeniable that the plague mark, which was subdued by the Xianzhou Luofu, has resurfaced. But was it really a conspiracy instigated by the Antimatter Legion? Or does it indicate a traitorous intent from within the Luofu, implicating Jingyuan himself? Once the spark of suspicion is kindled, it proves hard to extinguish.
Damn, we can vouch for Jingyuan though. No wonder we were called back for the ceremony.
The General must have had that in mind when he invited us to attend the war dance.
What was I thinking? Seriously, here I was looking forward to a carefree and enjoyable trip. But it seems wherever we go, drama is just around the corner.
Aw, I was so excited. I thought those Arbiter Generals were just here to see the ceremony.
Well, let's end this video here, and I'll be back for the next one. Toodaloo.